Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you can stay up to date on the latest news. Today's video is going to be a big one because we've got some huge news for millions of Social Security recipients out there. Yes, you read that right. Congress has just announced that starting this week, eligible Social Security recipients will be receiving a one-time emergency check for $4,873. And that's not all. There's also an additional $200 for all those receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. Now, you might be wondering how and why this is happening, and what it means for you or your loved ones. So, stick with me because we're about to break down everything you need to know about this massive development in the Social Security world. First of all, let's take a quick look at the bigger picture here. Social Security in the United States has been under immense strain in recent years. With inflation soaring and the cost of living reaching new highs, those who rely on Social Security as their main income source have faced increasing difficulty covering basic expenses. For many individuals, particularly seniors and those with disabilities, Social Security is their only lifeline to financial stability. So any changes to these payments could have a significant impact on their lives. With inflation on the rise, everything from groceries to rent and healthcare costs has gotten more expensive, making it nearly impossible for fixed-income beneficiaries to keep up. That's why this announcement from Congress is such a game-changer. After months of advocacy from Social Security recipients, experts, and lawmakers, Congress has decided to step in with some much-needed relief. They've authorized this one-time emergency payment of $4,873, with the extra $200 for those receiving SSI and SSDI benefits. This is a huge win for the millions of people who have been struggling to make ends meet, and it could make all the difference in terms of meeting essential needs like medical bills, groceries, or just paying for everyday living expenses. So, who exactly is going to benefit from this relief? Well, the good news is that if you are a Social Security recipient and you're currently enrolled in SSI or SSDI, you're automatically going to receive this emergency payment. That means no need to apply. It's all set up and ready to go. The additional $200 will be added to your regular monthly check, so some individuals could see up to $5,073 deposited directly into their accounts. This is a big jump compared to what many people are used to receiving, and it's going to help a lot of families who have been living paycheck to paycheck. The great thing about this announcement is that the payments are automatic, so you don't need to fill out any extra paperwork or wait for approval. If you're already an active Social Security beneficiary, you're good to go. This also means that if you're someone who typically gets your Social Security benefits via direct deposit, you'll likely see the extra funds in your bank account within just a few days. If you're someone who still receives paper checks, those will be mailed out to you shortly. Either way, the process is pretty straightforward, and the money should be in your hands within a matter of days. Of course, if you're unsure about how your Social Security benefits are typically delivered, it's always a good idea to double-check your account or recent Social Security statements to confirm whether you're set up for direct deposit or paper check. Regardless of how it arrives, this payment is going to provide some welcome financial relief to many people who desperately need it. But why is this such an important development? Well, aside from the immediate relief it provides, it's an acknowledgement from Congress that the current Social Security system isn't enough to help people keep up with the rising cost of living. As I mentioned earlier, inflation has hit all aspects of daily life, from the price of food and gas to the costs of medical treatments and prescriptions. These checks represent more than just extra money. They are a lifeline for people who are living in financial uncertainty. Many recipients have struggled to afford basic necessities, and this emergency payment is one way for the government to give them some breathing room. For many, this extra $4,873 and the $200 for SSI and SSDI recipients will cover things like essential medications, doctor's appointments, rent, or even just buying enough food for the month. It's more than just a check, it's a critical safety net for people who are vulnerable. While we all hope that inflation will stabilize in the coming years, the reality is that the cost of living is not going to decrease anytime soon, so this payment will make a significant impact. It's not a permanent solution, but it's a necessary one for the time being. And while this relief is certainly appreciated, there's still the question of what happens next. This emergency payment is part of a broader conversation about Social Security reform that's been taking place in Congress for some time. As we all know, Social Security is facing major challenges with its long-term sustainability, and lawmakers are still grappling with how to ensure the system remains viable for future generations. With the program's funding projected to run low in the coming decades, it's unclear what long-term solutions will be implemented to address these issues. However, for now, this emergency payment shows that Congress is listening to the concerns of Social Security recipients and is willing to take action when needed. So, how can you stay informed about future changes to Social Security and other important government benefits? The best way is to regularly check for updates on the official Social Security Administration website. There, you can find details about your benefits, any changes to payment schedules, and additional resources that might be available to you. Another great resource is the news, as reputable outlets will always keep you informed about new legislation and government updates. But don't worry, we've got you covered as well. Here on this channel, we will continue to bring you all the latest news about Social Security, government benefits, and how they affect you. So make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell turned on so you never miss an update. This is a big win for Social Security recipients, and while there are still ongoing discussions about the future of the program, this emergency payment shows that there is hope for meaningful relief in the short term. With the extra $4,873 plus the $200 boost for SSI and SSDI recipients, we're seeing a tangible effort to address the struggles that millions of Americans are facing every day. In conclusion, if you're one of the millions who will benefit from this emergency Social Security check, know that help is on the way. This money will provide a much-needed financial cushion during tough times, and it's a direct response to the needs of the American people. If you're unsure about your eligibility or when the payment will arrive, make sure to check your Social Security account and stay tuned for any additional updates. Don't forget to like this video if you found the information helpful, share it with your friends and family who might benefit from knowing about this change, and leave a comment below with any questions you might have. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you in the next video.